Ladies and gentlemen, this is a YouTube show in which you are brought Slot Machine Sunday, Money Cards Monday, Tic Tac Tuesday, Whammy Mania Wednesday, Thundercracker Thursday, and Flinging Dice Friday and Saturday Superstarcade. Also, wrestling news from Raw, NXT 2.0, AEW Dynamite, NXT UK, Impact Wrestling, SmackDown and 205 Live, and AEW Rampage, and special episodes from Road and Up, Cyber Swaggin', and the philosophies of Lee McLeese. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube show of fun, of knowledge, strategy, luck and daring, and mental shenanigans. This is WEML-TV Channel 77. And now here's the host of the show, live from New Bedford, Massachusetts. It is none other than Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, for that wonderful, lovely intro. Hey, everyone. This is the five-time Bubbling Bozos Bozy Awards nominee, Eric Lima. Can you dig that, sucker? That's right, and you're watching my YouTube show, WEML-TV, Channel 77. It's episode 905. That's right. That means we're 95 episodes away from 1,000. I hope you guys are having a wonderful night, and we just finished up the Rant-N-Rave Podcast, episode 119. We interviewed WWE legendary superstar, now the SWE six-man and world heavyweight champion, Mr. Charlie Haas. And if you're watching this, Mr. Haas, sir, thank you for being part of our Rant-N-Rave podcast. We were honored to have you, and and you're a good family man. You showed us that you're a good wrestler, a good father. You're a good person. We love you. Yeah, I can't believe him and Jackie Gate are divorced. I was shocked about that. I could not believe it. But anyways, we love to have you on again, Mr. Haas. You're awesome. Anyways, I didn't realize that matchup. So, Impact Wrestling. We're kicking it off. Check this out. Mickie James comes out to join the former Tom Phillips, Tom Hannafin, on commentary as Tasha Steelz went one-on-one with Chelsea Green. Tasha Steelz defeats Chelsea Green, and Tasha Steelz grabs the microphone and addresses Mickie James about challenging her for the Impact Knockouts Championship. Then Mickie James comes out. Savannah goes Savannah's about to block her, but Tasha goes in the ring. Tasha Steelz starts talking trash. Mickie James throws a fist. Both women start to fight. Savannah Evans got involved. And then Chelsea Green gets involved as well. So that's going to be very interesting to say the least. Jordynne Grace defended her digital media title against Lady Frost before the show started Before the Impact. And after she retained it from Lady Frost, Matt Cardona comes out to confront her. GM Miller interviewed him about that, and he says that consider that a challenge. What a day. Now, the Influence are supposed to go up against DK. They attacked Rosemary and hurt her shoulder before the matchup had started. But then Havoc says, hey, I'll take him on a handicap. So that's what's going to happen. That's what happened. Meanwhile, Caleb with a K joins Tom Hannafin on commentary. And to no surprise, the Influence did defeat Havoc of DK. And then the Inspiration addresses the Influence, telling, oh, you're big shots now. And they would be rating to Neil, says selfish and all that. And why are you teaming up with somebody that keeps retiring many, many times before? What the heck was that? Oh, I think it was the Zelda phone. Anyways, the Zelda game. Anyways, so you got that. So it's like the Inspiration and the Influence still going to go at it. Josh Matthews then plugs the new movie The King's Daughter starring Pierce Brosnan. And there is a promo that the quintessential diva is coming. I think I know who that is. I'm thinking it was Giselle Shaw may be coming to Impact Wrestling. I think I heard rumors that she signed on with Impact. So we'll see what happens. Ace Austin and Madman Fulton were talking to Speedball Mike Bailey about something. And they were kind of disrespecting him a little bit. And Johnny Bravo is looking for a female in the room. He says, I hope she's not in Johnny Swinger's dungeon. And then another handicap match happened. The Learning Tree, that's Zicky Dice and VSK with Brian Myers, their leader, joining Hannafin on commentary against W. Morrissey. W. Morrissey did win the matchup. And Morrissey confronts D'Amore for a match with Moose for the title, the Impact title, and says no surrender. That's when the match is going to happen. And then the ROH Rogues, Maria Canales Bennett, Mike Bennett, her husband, Matt Taven, Vincent, and PCO. Kind of like trying to wreak havoc at the merch shop. Scott D'Amore confronts the Rogues, and they say, hey, we got tickets. He said, you're going to watch the match, this next matchup, and you're going to leave. And the next match is the Ring of Honor World Title Pure Rules. I'm going to look up the Pure Rules. It's like a Pure Rules matchup. I'm going to look that up right now. And I'm going to explain, I like to explain the Pure Rules. Pure Rules match. All right, and, okay, Pure Wrestling Rules. And all right, and now, the Jonathan Gresham was defending the ROH World Championship against Steve Macklin in the Pure Wrestling Rules. Each wrestler has 3 rope breaks to stop submission holds and pinfalls during the match. After a wrestler exhausts his rope breaks, submission and pin attempts under the ropes by the opponent can be considered legal. There are no closed fist punches to the face allowed in the Pure match. Only open-handed slaps or chops to the face are allowed. Punches to other part of the body, safe or low blows, are permitted. The first user of a closed fist will get a warning. Second will cause the wrestler to be penalized a rope break. If he was already out of rope breaks, he would be disqualified. A wrestler is subject to a 20 count by the referee if the referee goes to the floor. Unlike other championships, the ROH Pure Championship could change hands on disqualification or countout. So there's that. But it was a great matchup, though. But each matchup would start off with a Ring of Honor handshake, which Steve Macklin refused to shake the man's hand. But Jonathan Gresham did retain the title. And when he tried to go shake the hands, and again, Steve Macklin ignores him. And while during that matchup, Ian Riccoboni of Ring of Honor joins Tom Hannafin on commentary, which Riccoboni's underrated, one of the best. So the Rogues were watching the match and then left afterwards. And then as they were leaving, they were taunting Impact Security. Says, hey, don't taunt, we're out of here. It's like they're going to be back somehow. A next tag match, Doc Gallows and Joe Doering. Doc Gallows, one half of the Impact Tag Team Champions and one half of the Good Brothers. And Joe Doering, 1/3 of Violent by Design, took on Heath and Rhino. This is a mean team. Carl Anderson joins Tom Hannafin on commentary for this matchup. And in the end, Gallows and Doering did win the match. And that's the 2 big dudes right there. Chris Sabin decided to join Tom Hannafin on commentary for the main event match, which is the gentleman that we interviewed on Rant-N-Rave, Mr. Charlie Haas, went one-on-one with Josh Alexander. And it was a great match to the point. Josh Alexander did win the matchup. He shook Charlie Haas's hand, and they're about to, join a... And what happened was, as they were, respecting each other of some sort, the ROH Rogues attacked Charlie Haas and Josh Alexander. That's one time when Charlie Haas got the concussion. The Rogues of Ring of Honor, like I said, were Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, Vincent, and PCO, accompanied by Maria. And Swan and Mac and Heath and Rhino got involved, and Eddie Edwards chases the Ring of Honor Rogues away. And here's the weird part. And here's the weird part that Eddie Edwards started off in Ring of Honor. Eddie Edwards on a Newton known better. They know Ring of Honor should be better than this. So Chris Sabin helps out as well. And Maria, we're talking about it. Change is inevitable. Change is upon us. And this is Honor No More. I think that's the new name of the group of the rogues of Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor rogues, known as Honor No More. So this is going to be very interesting between Ring of Honor and Impact and how they're trying to ruin things. So, and I know Impact and Ring of Honor are trying to work together, but it seems like Maria Kanellis, Mike Bennett, Vincent and PCO, and Matt Taven have other plans, other designs, other ideas. So be on the lookout for that. Charlie Haas, I've heard, he suffered a concussion. That's why we weren't able to interview him last week. This week we were able to. We had a lot of fun interviewing him, asking questions about him cosplaying, working with superstars like Rico. And, we talked about his brother a little bit. And it was an honor. And it was an honor interviewing. So Mr. Haas is more than welcome to come back. And we can actually sit down and chat. It would be great to hear from him and hear more stories. And I'm sure he has some great wrestling stories for us. But he's a dad. He's a single dad. Really tough. I can't believe him and Jackie Gata divorced. They were such a good couple. And Jackie Gata is freaking hot. So there we go. We're going to be simping again. Anyways, that's all the time we have on the show for tonight. Episode 905 is complete. January 28, 2022, 10:54 p.m. I'm going to upload this video. Then I'm going to get some shut-eye because I got work tomorrow. I got the weekend to deal with. Got to deal with the weekend. So I'll see you guys later, and I will see you on the next episode. Until next time, peace, love, God's blessings from heaven above through me to you, and I'll see you in the next episode. Play a little bit of High Rollers for tomorrow, okay? And I will see you. Have a great and wonderful, wonderful night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. God bless.